she?
Redheads! You gotta love them.
In Kick-Ass 2, during the interrogation of the last drug smuggler, Colonel Stars and Stripes sets his dog Eisenhower on him, leading to a brutal moment where the smuggler screams in pain, prompting Jim Carrey to improvise the now infamous line,
Ow, it hurts!
Yeah, there's a dog on your balls.
In Batman, after the bored-to-death scene, when the Joker tells Bob to tail Knox, Jack Nicholson improvised a quick impression of Grissom, complete with Jack Palance's signature breathy voice.
You are my number one guy.
Whoa.
In The Suicide Squad, Peacemaker joking that Tidy Whities is racist during the rebel camp scene was actually improvised by John Cena, catching Idris Elba off guard.
What me for, man? Why the f*** you in your underwear? Tighty whities? Really?
Now that's just racist.
No, it's not racist.
In Superman, Alan Tudyk revealed that the robot's name, Gary, was never in the script. He made it up while filming. Director James Gunn went with it, and the name stayed in the final cut.
Maybe one day you'll give me a name.
Well, 4 is a name.
So is Gary.
I'll be seeing you again.
Where?
In Ant-Man and the Wasp, Paul Rudd brings out a funny, unscripted moment during a scene with Randall Park as Agent Jimmy Woo. When Woo casually says he'll see him again, Scott's innocent reaction turns it into an awkward and hilarious back and forth that wasn't planned.
Where will you be seeing me again?
In general, I'll see, like, the next time you do something bad, I'll be there to catch you.
In X-Men, when Wolverine meets Professor X, part of his line was changed on the spot. Instead of the original Baldy, the ad-libbed version felt more natural and made it into the film.
Sabretooth. Storm. What do they call you? Wheels?
I'm gonna ask you this one time. Where is Gamora?
In Avengers Infinity War, this scene was supposed to end with Robert Downey Jr. asking, "Who is Gamora?" But Dave Bautista, fully in character as Drax the Destroyer, added an extra line that made the moment even funnier.
Yeah, I'll do you one better. Who's Gamora?
I'll do you one better. Why is Gamora?
In The Green Hornet, Jay Cho improvised the film's funniest line, and it also ended up being used in the trailer.
I want you to take my hand, and I want you to come with me on this adventure.
I'll go with you, but I don't want to touch you.
In Avengers Age of Ultron, Hawkeye and Quicksilver don't get along at first. During one fight, Quicksilver rushes past him, and Hawkeye jokingly threatens to shoot him and blame it on Ultron. Jeremy Renner thought the scene had already ended, but the cameras were still rolling, and the line was so good they kept it in the film.
Nobody would know. The last I saw him, an Ultron was sitting on him. Yeah, he'll be missed. That quick little bastard.
In Deadpool 2, after being locked in the icebox with power-suppressing collars, Deadpool cracks a dark joke about losing his abilities. The punchline was partly improvised by Ryan Reynolds, adding an extra jab at Hawkeye.
With this collar on, my superpower is just unbridled cancer. Give me a bow and arrow, I'm basically Hawkeye.
In Aquaman, after Mera jumps out of a plane without a parachute, Jason Momoa improvised a line that wasn't in the script. It fit the moment so well and felt so natural for his character that they left it in.
Redheads! You gotta love them.
In Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Paul Freeman came up with the jab at the Brady Bunch reunion completely on the spot. Director Brian Spicer loved the spontaneity and kept it in.
Oh, the things that I have missed! The Black Plague! The Spanish Inquisition! The Brady Bunch reunion!
I'm floating!
In Shazam, during the toy store fight with Dr. Sivana, Shazam throws a Batman toy mid-fight, adding a funny, unscripted moment. Director later revealed that Zachary Levi came up with it on the spot, and it was so good they kept it in the final cut.
I'm Batman.
Get him, Batman!
In The Incredible Hulk's post-credits scene, Robert Downey Jr. added his own touch while playing Tony Stark. With very little scripted dialogue, he improvised part of the exchange with General Ross, making the scene feel more natural and in character.
Smells stale beer and defeat.
In X-Men First Class, Hugh Jackman was supposed to say "F*** off," but after several takes, he suggested a different line for the final shot. That last take ended up being used, making it the first F-bomb in the X-Men series.
Excuse me, I'm Eric Lensher.
Sounds Xavier.
Go f*** yourself.
In Deadpool, a lot of the humor came from improvisation, especially from Ryan Reynolds. One standout moment is when Deadpool jokes about the film's budget by pointing out there are barely any X-Men around.
It's a big house. It's funny that I only ever see 2 of you. It's almost like the studio couldn't afford another X-Men.
In Spider-Man Far From Home, when Peter Parker downplays himself as just a friendly neighborhood hero, Nick Fury fires back with a much stronger response. This line was actually improvised by Samuel L. Jackson, who added his own punch to the moment.
I mean, I'm just a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, sir.
Please, you've been to space.
In Black Panther, when Killmonger first enters the royal palace, he casually greets Queen Ramonda with an unscripted line. Michael B. Jordan improvised the moment and instantly became memorable.
Hey, Auntie.
In Avengers Infinity War, Thor's big entry in Wakanda got huge cheers, and his quick moment with Captain America made it even better. The funny line right after was actually Hemsworth's idea, so they kept it in.
Your haircut? Noticed you've copied my beard.
In Green Lantern, the moment where Blake Lively realizes Ryan Reynolds' identity included an improvised line. Despite the film's tense set where ad-libs were uncommon, the spontaneous addition worked perfectly in the scene.
How did you know it was me?
What do you mean? I've known you my whole life. I've seen you naked. You don't think I would recognize you because I can't see your cheekbones?
In Avengers Infinity War, Peter Parker turning to ash in front of Tony Stark was always planned, but his emotional lines weren't. Tom Holland came up with them on the spot, after being told to act like he didn't want to go, which made the moment even more heartbreaking.
I don't want to go. I don't want to go, sir. Please. Please, I don't want to go.
In Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, Ruben Rabassa, who played the elderly coffee barista who says, "Thank you, Spider-Man," admitted the line was just a mix-up for him, and he didn't even realize why everyone on set suddenly started laughing.
Ruben, you are the best.
Thank you, Spider-Man!
While many of the Downey Jr. moments in the MCU may seem scripted, the guy sure improvises a lot. In this scene from Civil War, Tony Stark is having a little talk with Peter Parker, but Tom Holland forgot he was supposed to move over and let Tony sit next to him. So instead of breaking character, he came up with this line on the spot.
I'm gonna sit here so you move the leg.
And Quill, your ship is filthy.
In Guardians of the Galaxy, when Gamora comments on how messy Star-Lord's room is, Star-Lord proudly fires back with a joke that wasn't in the script. The line was improvised on set by Chris Pratt and James Gunn, and it perfectly captured the film's awkward humor.
If I had a black light, the place would look like a Jackson Pollock painting.
You got issues, Quill.
In Thor Ragnarok, Chris Hemsworth improvised the whole childhood snake story on the spot. Director later revealed they shot multiple versions of the scene, each with a different twist.
There was one time when we were children, he transformed himself into a snake, and he knows that I love snakes.
In one unused version, Thor talks about loving Turkish rugs, only for it to be Loki in disguise tricking him into falling through a hole onto spikes.
So I went to pick up the snake to admire it, and he transformed back into himself, and he was like, "Yeah, it's me!" And he stabbed me.
In Iron Man, the final press conference was originally meant to keep Tony Stark's identity a secret, but Robert Downey Jr. improvised a bold reveal on the spot, and Kevin Feige loved the change so much that they kept it.
Truth is, I am Iron Man.